In the early 1960s, the CIA had a simple goal: overthrow Fidel Castro, a man who had kicked out American businesses, ignored US threats, and then, the ultimate crime, got a little too cozy with the Soviet Union. The CIA believed Cuba was basically a communist IKEA project, flat-packed, easily assembled, and quick to take apart. All you needed was courage, bad intelligence, and zero accountability. So naturally, they decided to plan an invasion. A secret invasion. An invasion that no one would know about. An invasion they would immediately screw up. Cut to the CIA headquarters. A shadowy room filled with cigarette smoke, bad ideas, and people extremely confident in those bad ideas. They pitched President Eisenhower a plan. "Sir, we'll train Cuban exiles to invade Cuba. It'll be stealthy. It'll be quick. It'll be the most brilliant covert operation in American history." Eisenhower said, "I like the spirit. Just try not to embarrass me." Spoiler, they absolutely would. But before the invasion even began, the CIA started coordinating through what historians now call interagency communication. We call it a CIA group chat. We need somewhere sneaky to invade Cuba. Maybe a beach? Beaches are good. Castro will never expect us to land on one of the 300 beaches Cuba has. Should we check which beaches have soldiers on them? LOL, no. Pick one at random. Found one. Looks quiet. What's it called? Bahia de Cochinos. Sounds exotic. Book it. Back to reality. The CIA had indeed chosen the Bay of Pigs because the map looked empty. Unfortunately, the map was empty because Castro hadn't bothered to mark all the soldiers stationed there. He didn't need to. He already assumed the US would do something stupid, and he was right. When John F. Kennedy became president in 1961, he inherited the invasion plan, along with the CIA's confidence, which was based on exactly zero evidence. The CIA told Kennedy that Castro's army was weak, the Cuban people hated him, and that the second the exiles landed, the entire country would rise up and overthrow Castro like it was a flash sale at Walmart. Kennedy believed them, because why would a government agency lie? To keep the mission secret, Kennedy insisted on removing American fingerprints. That meant no US troops, no US ships, no US aircraft, and absolutely no proof America was involved. The CIA nodded and proceeded to ignore every single one of those rules. Make sure nothing looks American. Totally. CIA, 5 minutes later. We bought American planes, American bombs, an American uniform. JFK.
I said make it Cuban,
We painted the planes brown.
JFK says.
That doesn't make them
Cuban, the CIA says.
Trust the process. Back to the documentary. The CIA equipped the exiles with American gear, American training, and American logistics. Their stealth aircraft? They were American B-26 bombers with the serial numbers painted over, like a kid trying to hide a bad grade. Castro saw them instantly and said, "Those are American." The CIA responded, "No, they're not." Castro said, "Yes, they are." The CIA said, "Shh." This kind of brilliance continued all the way up to the invasion. The official plan went like this: stage a fake uprising, bomb Cuba's air force,
Land the exiles on the beach. March to Havana.
take over the entire country. Simple, clean, flawless. Except none of it happened. 2 days before the landing, Castro's intelligence agency, which was way better than the CIA expected, arrested thousands of suspected rebels. So there went the uprising. Then came the airstrikes. The CIA insisted that bombing Cuban planes on the ground would guarantee victory. They launched the first strike. It hit some targets. Then the second strike was scheduled, but Kennedy canceled it. Why? Because the rest of the world figured out immediately that the Cuban planes were absolutely not Cuban. Suddenly, the entire invasion force, 1,400 men, was heading toward a beach defended by thousands of Cuban troops with zero air support. "Hey, where's the air support you promised?" "About that? We're canceling it. We will literally die. Try not to."
We are here, by the way.
"Who told them?" "Y'all posted the plan online, basically." When the exiles landed at the Bay of Pigs, the situation immediately collapsed. The landing craft hit coral reefs because the CIA used the wrong maps. The radios didn't work. Half the ammo got soaked by seawater. Then Cuban tanks and soldiers opened fire like it was open mic night. The CIA sent a message to Kennedy, requesting permission to send in the US Navy. Kennedy said no. They asked again. He said no. They asked a third time. He said, "Read my lips. No US fingerprints." Meanwhile, Castro rolled up with tanks, troops, and, insult to injury, a camera crew. He documented the entire failure like it was a reality show. Within 72 hours, the invasion collapsed. Most of the exiles were captured. Others escaped into the swamp, and the CIA tried to blame everyone except themselves. CIA, "We're surprised this went badly." JFK, "You promised me it would work." CIA, "It worked on paper." JFK, "Did you test the plan?" CIA, "No, but we visualized it really hard." Castro, "Thanks for the gift. Got tanks, guns, ammo, and prisoners now." Soviet Union, "Welcome Cuba. Would you like nuclear missiles?" CIA, "Wait, no. And here's the twist. The Bay of Pigs directly caused the Cuban Missile Crisis. The CIA tried to remove Castro. Castro panicked. The Soviets stepped in to protect him. Nuclear missiles ended up 90 miles from Florida. One CIA failure almost ended the world. In the aftermath, Kennedy was furious. He publicly took responsibility, but privately told his inner circle, "I want to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it to the winds." He never got the chance. 2 years later, he was gone, and the CIA remained untouched. The Bay of Pigs became a symbol of government arrogance, bad intelligence, and the dangerous confidence of people who think secrecy equals competence. In reality, the CIA had essentially cosplayed as strategists and hoped Castro wouldn't notice. He noticed, because it turns out, even when history is top secret, it can still be incredibly stupid. Top secret and stupid, because even history's smartest missions had incredibly dumb moments.